So, let me put it to you like this. You know, I know that there's a lot of people out there that, might not fully be on board with everything I say, but are respectful of some of the information that I bring to the table. And I fully agree with the caution. I fully agree with any sort of reserve that you would have when it comes to the truth, because it's such a very important thing. It really is. It really, really is. The only difference is, I think, that with me is that you've encountered somebody that from absolute early childhood, I'm talking 5, 6 years old, I was looking for the truth. And I wasn't looking for the truth that was material. I was looking for it that was spiritual. I was really born with a heightened sense of spiritual preceptivity that has shown itself in its fruits throughout my life. Literally. Okay? People could call me psychic. You could call me a seer. I prefer seer. But nonetheless, I bring forth to the table what I know that I'm capable of doing. Plain and simple. So I recognize caution when it's on your search for truth, but once you found the truth, then you're not cautious about it any longer. And that truth is Jesus Christ. Truth is that the Father's perfect. The truth is that mankind's been given dominion over the earth, and there's wicked men on this earth that have free will, that have that very same dominion, that are being inspired by a different God. And that's where all the anger and the wrath is. You're talking about a man-made emotional flaw that you cannot prescribe to a perfect, infinite, loving, merciful Father. Just can't do it. If you do, then you're delaying your progress by that amount. You really are. And that's why things aren't manifesting through you, because the Father can't manifest through you if you don't think He's perfect. If you don't understand His perfect love, then you're not capable to receive the higher spirit gifts. And that's really where it's at. And that's what I explained just in what I was talking about in the last series about the fulcrum of truth, is that you've got to become capable to receive. You've got to be that waiting basket when you walk through those spontaneous fruits of the Spirit. You've got to be ready, because the fruits of the Spirit are spontaneous. And they're just given at that right time and that right moment when you need. And if you're not ready to receive, if you're not capable to receive, if you don't have that basket and your basket's full of opinions, there's no way for you to hold that truth. There's no way to receive that spontaneous spiritual gift. So that's what it is. If so many people are all about anger, wrath, and vengeance, and then they display it and they accuse everybody, and then it's all this craziness, and then there's no unity, and then the whole promise of Jesus Christ goes out the window of brotherhood, familyhood of God. What's going on? I don't get it. So the Father's perfect. I get that part, and I get that the Bible's flawed. That's an easy thing to see. We've got the material limits, then we've got the spiritual potentials. It's right there. Bible's material, God's spiritual. So we're going to have a difference of potentials of truth. Okay, so the Bible has a potential of truth, but the potential of truth is less manifested as it's in the material plane. But yet it still has at its core the original spirit of truth that was on this earth to inspire all men in a spiritual way. But instead, the fallen prince is a spiritual being also, who has interceded in the spiritual inspiration on this world. I'd like you to notice right here. Go to chapter 12, and I want you to look at the 12 tribes of Israel who are saved. Okay, the saved in the tribulation period. There's no Dan. Where's Dan at? Well, if I told you false nation witness Israel, Dan is an Israelite. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward. Dan's going to judge his people in the last days. Plain and simple. There's your Danite. And then right here, and Dan, he said, Dan is a lion's whelp. He shall leap from Bashan. Look at a little locust bug.